Good evening, everybody. It is a little late. I should be trying to get ready to go to my room and do my stuff, but my end of the day type stuff. It's been a not really rough 2 days, but it's been an interesting 2 days. And because of lack of sleep last night, I'm a little trying to keep awake for a little bit longer. Excuse me. They came out of nowhere. No warning. I actually wanted to jump on here to share you a couple items. One package was anonymous. That was a package I knew was coming. I just didn't know when it was going to get here. The anonymous package is from a viewer who must be enthusiastic about the same thing I am, which is basically the Norse people and their mythology. And this lovely person, who I thank very much, sent me okay, there's two different pages with the same thing on two different pages. They sent me a bunch of stickers, and it looks like they used a couple. Oh, I remember, because this person also probably used them on that one gift they gave me not too long ago. But they're little stickers with different rune symbols on them. So it's like, oh, that's great. I love that. I can use them wherever or however I want to. But she also sent me printouts. Two of the pages are the modern day meanings, or some of the, are not modern day, but some of the meanings behind what each symbol means. Like, let's see if I can pronounce a couple of these. Gabo, Gebo, means gift, balance, partnership, exchange, or generosity. Here's another one. Inwaz. It's basically translated to the word yew tree. Balance, awakening, death, and tree of life. Okay, and this one is Uwaz. Means horse, transportation, progress, trust, and change. Then Tiwaz, which translates into the god Thor, or not Thor, excuse me, the god Tyr. It even looks like the marking of Tyr. Basically means it has to do with justice, leadership, logic, and battle. And then, where's that third page? The third page talks about different usages for rune stones, how to store them, how to cleanse and recharge them, or cleanse and charge them. If you're into, basically, it's almost like if you're into crystals, and they say basically you have to cleanse the crystal every so often, and then recharge them. And one of the different ways of recharging them, to basically cleanse them, is you basically take like sage, and you burn some sage with the runes. You basically burn the sage in what they call smudging, where you gently wave the sage around the rune stones or crystals to cleanse them of any negative energy and to recharge them. There's different ways of recharging them, but one of the many ways that people do recharge their crystals is to set them on a ceramic dish of some sort, like a planter dish. Put them outside during a full moon. The full moon is a clear day with a full moon is supposed to recharge the crystals. I'm not into crystals, so I don't have to worry about that. But I read the information that he, I don't know who it was, sent to me, And I know the basic method of cleansing and recharging crystals, and I figured it's probably the same thing with runestones, but you might not have to. Let me see if I can read that real quick. Come on, paper. Cleansing and charging, much like any tool used with any tool in, well, they say witchcraft, but runes are not witchcraft. Runes need to be cleansed and charged on occasions. Cleanse them by first acquiring your set. When they come in contact with negative energy or whatever you feel is appropriate. Whenever it feels appropriate. Charge your set after cleansing between readings or when you feel a lack of energy in your set. It doesn't say how to cleanse or recharge them, but I'm pretty sure I can find that information in one of my 2 books that I have on runes. But the other thing that she sent me, and I keep on saying she because I think most of you guys are ladies. If there's any guys out there, I'm not trying to exclude you, but it seems like most of the viewers that both me and Dre have are women. So I'm not trying to be mean to men. But I got one of the books that I was told that I should read for Norse Mythology by this particular author. Now I read the basic bio about this gentleman who wrote this, and he's inspired by ancient mythology. So this was like one of the books he wrote, but he's written other books. Some of the New York Times bestsellers: The View from the Cheap Seats, The Ocean at the End of the Lane, The Graveyard Book, Caroline, Neverwhere, and The Sandman. And the Sandman series of graphic novels, among other works. One of them that became a TV series back in 2017, American Gods. I actually caught that. I caught an episode of that, and they were talking about Odin in America, and I just kind of went, what? And I never really got into the series. But oh wow. Okay. But I really want to get into this book starting as soon as possible. But the other thing that I got, which was today, it was kind of not really a gift. It was something me and my wife both talked about. We both needed iPad covers iPad covers that were more to our liking than what we had. Well, hers was old and breaking down. Mine was just more, the colors were mostly, as she put it, looked more feminine than masculine. So we went on to Amazon and looked at different iPad covers. And I found one that I really fell in love with. But I actually found 3, and Jay said, well, you got to take one. You can only have one. And I'm like, well, because I'm not in the mood, or I'm in that, like, I'm trying to spend less money on stuff and more money on necessities. It's not exactly a necessity, but it does help protect your iPad. But the one that I picked, and I picked it mostly not only because I liked it, but it was the cheaper of the 3. Wonder why I picked this one. Well, not only because it's got a wolf on it, but I couldn't find any iPad covers with anything Nordic. So I went, yeah, well, wolves it is. So I got that today. It arrived today. I don't remember when we ordered it, probably sometime last week. But hers should be coming in tomorrow. She might show it off. I don't know. But besides those two, these nice little gifts from the anonymous person. Can't talk. I'm getting tired. Um, there's a lot of changes going on here in the house. I mean, Mom is going for her back operation tomorrow. She had told me somebody reached out through my channel from one of her comments um, to ask if she wanted her to come and help clean the house or not while she was incapacitated. Mom being mom, and the fact that Mom has already got a friend that she knows doing it for her, um, calmly and politely declined and thanked her for the offer, but explained to her that she's got one of her best friends here in Raleigh doing it. I was more than happy to realize that not only Mom was interacting with people through my channel, but the fact that Mom is open enough to say, "Hey, if you want to talk, we'll talk." In fact, one thing that she wanted to do, because this person who from Pennsylvania who started this whole "let's send nasty grams to the house" type deal, basically, Mom wanted to put out a notification, or she had a letter written that she either wanted me to read, or what she wanted to read, as long as her face wasn't in the video. Like, she wanted to read it off to the side. But I can say this much: Mom is open enough and old-fashioned enough to basically say, "You want to talk, we'll talk." But if Mom don't want to talk, she ain't gonna talk. I'm leery about giving out too much information, personal information, basically, to people. My wife has put my email. I think she put my email address on her channel. I don't remember if I asked her to take it off or not, because I didn't want to receive a bunch of emails from my personal email box from a bunch of strangers. The world has gotten a little kooky, and not that I'm paranoid or anything like that, but I am leery of unknown people trying to contact me. Most of the people who do contact me off of YouTube are either people I've gotten to know, and most of the time it's usually through Jerry, because I've had a lot of bad stuff happen in the past because of people I thought I could trust, and then end up getting stabbed in the back. I trusted them to live with me for a short period of time until they can get their feet on the ground. People I thought I knew, and money was missing out of my wallet every so often. Nothing major. They didn't try to walk out of the house with my computer or anything like that, but they were taking cash, basically, if I had cash on me. That's why I don't have cash on me anymore. I'll have my credit card. And nobody knows that information unless they can pick my brain. Even my brain can't even pick itself sometimes. But things around here have been not bad, but like anybody who's got an illness, Jerry has her good days, she has her bad days. I am not sick. I am trying to do the best that I can to take care of Jerry. And like Jerry, I have my good days and I have my bad days. It really depends on either how exhausted I am, or how worn down I am, or how badly I need a day to just do nothing. I don't blame Jerry for the way things are, because she can't help it. It's cancer. But there are days where I just have to literally say, Jerry, I'm not feeling it today. Can we just forgo, whatever it is we plan on doing today? Um, and she was like, most of the time she's like, okay, I understand. There are other days where it's like, well, I was really, really hoping to get this done today. And I'll look at her and go, okay, I understand you want to get it done today. I don't think we're going to be able to, but if things change, I feel better and whatnot, maybe we'll get it done. Otherwise, I'm sorry. I just don't feel it right now. And for the most part, she fully understands because I'm just like, she looks at me and goes, hey, whatever you want. You work a full-time job. You come home and you take care of the house. You take care of me. You make the dinners. You do the dishes. Well, not the dishes. You do the wash. You do the cleaning, the picking up, dealing with her commode, dealing with the household trash. Basically, I'm not saying that I do it all. I really am not, because mom does her fair share. She'll do the dishes. She'll take care of her own stuff, things like that. If there's a day that for some reason I just don't feel like cooking and we do a fend for yourself, she'll pull something out of the freezer, or she'll make herself a spam sandwich or something like that to hold her over. I mean, hey, I wake up every morning at 5 o'clock. Well, not every morning, but every weekday at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I push myself to get out of that bed, to put my clothes on, make Jerry her meal for her morning meal for the day, and maybe something for lunch. I do what I can for her before I go to work. And then I go to work and I bust my butt to do my job at work, even though there are some days where I feel like I am weighed down by the Titanic and dragging King Kong around by a toe. There are days I just feel like dead on full automatic pilot, hoping I don't mess up or hurt myself or hurt somebody else around me. Like this morning, I was getting to the point where I was just kind of like, and I was carrying a hot pan of chicken with its juices and grease in the pan. And luckily, it didn't come on me, but as I was trying to put the pan down, I must have let one arm down faster than the other arm, and it spilt grease on the floor. And I had to clean that up and then chop up my chicken and keep going. I couldn't let it, cause me to be like, oh man, I messed up, blah, blah, blah. No, I had to keep going. But then when my energy starts to awaken and my body starts functioning the way it should, and I can literally be under my own control instead of autopilot, I had a good day. But like yesterday wasn't the greatest of days. I mean, it was probably one of the worst I've had in a long time, but I made it through the day. And everything came out for the better. And I'm still doing my job. And I'm still doing what I have to do. And I will continue to do that until either A, I can't do it no more, I get sent home, or the school season is done. And then I have to worry about what I'm going to do for the summer, whether we can afford the RV or whether we can, get away for a while. Even though me and Jerry both know we have to be back in town for her doctor's appointments or whatever like that. I've told Jerry I would rather have an evening job so we can have the appointments during the daytime and not worry about, oh, we can't do anything until after 3 o'clock because I work, but the office is closed at 4, type thing. I don't like worrying about that. I'd rather be able to do it early in the morning time and then work. Because I'm not a morning person. I never have been. My mom would tell you that in order to get me to go to sleep as a child was a chore, especially as a baby or not just an infant, but a toddler, maybe even beyond my toddler ages. I don't remember that well. My parents had to do everything and anything they can do to get me to fall asleep. They've tried driving around the block or driving around the neighborhood until I fell asleep, and hopefully when they pulled the car in the driveway and stopped the engine, I wouldn't wake up. They'd be able to get me out of the back, out of the car seat or whatever, carry me into the house and put me in bed, and not worry about waking me up. Because if I got woken up, God knows how long it would take them to put me to sleep. I've heard stories, and maybe Mom can correct this, but one of the stories I heard was they used to take a small baby bottle, fill it halfway up with beer, and then the other half with water to water down, and give it to me so I'd fall asleep, especially while I was teething. Even today, I have to either wear myself out or drug myself with my medications and whatnot to go to sleep and hopefully get a decent night's sleep. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really depends on this thing. Because if this thing is overactive, it takes me a good 2 hours to fall asleep, and the chances of me waking up multiple times or easily disturbed in the middle of the night is high. Because even though my body is not as active as it used to be, or not as prone to be active as it used to be, my mind, that's a totally different story. But I will continue to do my best to make sure Jerry is comfortable and we have enough money to pay the bills, which thankfully we're almost debt free. Almost. There's only like 4 or 5 or less things of debt we're in. Not going to tell you what, because I don't need anybody going, oh yeah, and I'm like, no, I've already done what I could, but I'm worn out, and it's bugger. It's 6:30, and I need to go in my room and do a few things before I go to sleep. So I'm going to sign off. I want to let you guys know everything is good here. We are, we're the best that we can be right now under the circumstances. Yes, Jerry every so often has an issue or a problem or pain or whatnot, but it's part of the process that we have to go through dealing with this cancer, this problem. Now, I don't know if there's any more people out there who are saying, oh, it's not real, it's all a bunch of bull. No, that's fine. Third member that has been entering comments, Mom, you want to ask her? Go right ahead, ask her. She's not going to lie about it. She's not going to, no, that's not Mom. Mom's not going to cover by lying. No, she don't do that. But this is the real deal, and we're all 3 of us dealing with it. Mom's trying to do what she can while I'm at work. Get Jerry food, get Jerry, new box of tissues or whatever Jerry needs that Mom can get for her. No, Mom's not going to help her out of the bed. Mom's not going to do anything that is heavy lifting or dealing with the commode or anything like that. But Mom will get her food if she wants it, get her drinks if she wants it. I try to have everything set up so all Mom has to do is get in the refrigerator, pull out whatever it is for lunch, and either heat it up a little bit for Jerry or just give it to Jerry. I'm thankful Mom's willing to do what she can. Tomorrow, unfortunately, is going to be a totally different story. So I've got to try to do as much as I can before I go to bed to make sure Jerry is situated. So I've got to go. your choice. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Questions or comments about this particular video, you can place in the question comment box. I am not tolerating any negativity anymore. So if you want to be negative, you can do two things. Keep your yap shut or go someplace else to air out your dirty laundry. Because I'm done with the games. If you want to join, that is your choice. I do not mind people joining. I actually enjoy seeing new names and comments. Luckily, most of the people that have been new to my eyes have left anything but negativity. Suggestions, questions, ideas, I accept all that. Some of them I can use, some of them I can't, some of them I have to go, you don't understand the situation, let me explain it to you. In fact, I'm actually looking to start writing down various questions so I can start doing what I used to do, which was Q&A day, where I answer all your questions to the best of my ability. So keep them coming. I enjoy it. It gives my mind something to do besides worry about everything around me. Because if I have nothing to focus my attention on or contemplate, I start to go into areas of thought that I don't need right now because it's not helping me or Jerry. So until next time, hopefully you enjoy. Have a good day. Bye.